What would you do if you filed for divorce but your husband refused to sign the papers? On today's case, Ms. Griffin broke up with Mr. Griffin only to end up getting back together with him. Unfortunately, they say a leopard can't change his spots, and she now suspects that the cheating and lies have continued, and so she's finally ready to walk away. Mr. Griffin says he has his own doubts about his wife's fidelity, but all he needs to make this relationship work is to feel supported by his wife. Let's hear their case.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding. Your Honor, this is the case of Griffin versus Griffin.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Griffin. Mr. Griffin. Mrs. Griffin, you say that you have been married to a narcissist who continuously disrespects you and your vows. As a result, you are no longer interested in saving your marriage and you are seeking a divorce.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Griffin, you say breaking up your family is not an option. You are hoping that today we can find a resolution to these issues and begin to heal the pain that you two of you have caused each other.
Yes, Your Honor.
So let's see where we are. Ms. Griffin, you brought this case. It seems serious because this is not the first time that you all are facing divorce. Why are we here today, ma'am?
I'm here today because I am fed up with his accusations of constantly accusing me of cheating, just feeling no love no more. We don't really have no relationship as far as date nights, celebrating, anything special, like, is really just a thing in the past. So I'm here today. I'm gonna find out if he's really cheating. I'm done. I just want to finalize the divorce and just go on about my way.
So at some point, you're basically saying, let's give it one last shot to find out if we have anything here, and if we don't, let's figure out how to uncouple. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Griffin, what do you say to what you heard your wife just say?
Your Honor, I'm here because I'm fed up with being accused of lying and cheating when she's the one always lying or disappearing. She doesn't support my dreams or anything. And if things don't change, I'm done.
So everybody's walking in here saying if things don't change, they're done. Let's see how it got to be so bad that we're at this place. Ms. Griffin, why don't you tell me how you all met and what makes up your family?
So I met Charles when I was a housekeeper. He stayed at the hotel, and since day one, when we first met, it was like love at first sight. Like, we've been unstoppable ever since. But just recently, I guess after getting married and having a couple of kids, like, everything's changed. It just doesn't feel the same anymore.
You've been married for 6 years, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You have 2 kids together, but combined, yours, mine, and ours, there are 8 children involved here.
Yes, ma'am.
These stakes are pretty big in this situation. The first thing that came out of everybody's mouth was cheating. And so, Mrs. Griffin, why don't you talk to me a little bit about what makes you think that Mr. Griffin is a cheat?
I believe he's a cheater just because he's constantly not in the places he's supposed to be at, as far as work. And then one day I was cleaning the house and I had found a receipt on the counter. It was like a gas station receipt. And I knew it was his because, like, it had, like, his favorite little snacks. But then at the bottom, like, I couldn't read what else it was saying. It was actually, it had, like, a number. You could look up the barcode, and it said it was, like, a pack of condoms. I thought that was weird, like, because we're married. We don't use condoms. So the only reason he would be buying them is for him to cheat on me.
Where do we see that?
I threw it away now.
So do you not believe she saw the receipt?
I know that if she would have had that receipt, she had been showing it to you right now, Your Honor.
Well, here's the question. With or without a receipt, I'm going to ask you, Mr. Griffin, true or false? Did you go and buy condoms at a convenience store?
Completely false.
Completely false?
Yes.
And we don't have the receipt to prove that. That's one, Mrs. Griffin. Let's see what else you got. Come on.
So, like, as far as, like, him working at the restaurant, I used to go up to his job all the time, but like I said, like, that's changed too. So I just had a feeling one night, like, I'm gonna go, to his job.
Women's intuition?
Yeah, women. Yeah, I just had a funny feeling.
She's a detective.
So I drove all the way up there, like, I didn't see him inside. Like, I had looked through the glass, And then I'm looking for his car, and it wasn't there. And I'm like, well, maybe he just ran down the street to grab something or whatever. He'd come right back. I sat there for like over 2 hours. Like, he never returned to his job. He never answered his phone. He never returned my, I was texting him, kind of making it seem like it was important just so I could, you know, get a reply back from him. Like, he never did that. Till 5 o'clock in the morning, like, he had finally called me back and said that he had went to a different location for his job, which is like untrue. Like, he doesn't travel for his job. He works at the same location.
But I do go like if they need me somewhere else at another store, I don't do that. I don't go to another store.
But it's only the times that I've went up there to his job that he's at a different location.
It's only one time you saying that.
Okay, but Mr. Griffin, here's my question. Everybody has a cell phone. And when my significant other reaches out to me more than once, I know that there's an issue.
Okay.
Why didn't you respond to the cell phone?
Okay, at that time, she know that I told her that my phone was in my car charging, and she knew that.
That's another lie. He
How
always,
is
every
that a
time
lie?
he doesn't answer his phone, he has an excuse. Like,
Okay,
oh, it was charging.
But to
it
the
was
fact
in
that-
my, but he has his phones on him at all times. Anytime, like, he's been at home and they've called, well, like, would you like to work at this location? He said he refuses. So why, when he's at work, he'll change his mind then? That it's just.
Mr. Griffin, I'm not even worried about what store you were. Why weren't you answering your wife's
My phone was in the car charging. My phone was, it was in the car charging.
all night long?
No, it wasn't all night. At the time, she said it was like 2 hours. Like.
Okay, so here's my question. Did you leave your car running?
No.
Then how was the phone charging?
It's because I got a car charger.
I have a car charger too, but it usually requires the car to be on for it to be charged.
Mine's don't. I got a 2000 Mercury Grand Marquis.
Okay, so all you have to do is put the charger in and it charges all the time?
Yep, and then keep it, on something plugged up, it's charging.
Okay, I want to get one of those. Please make sure I have that information.
Ask him, like, the last time, like, he has a picture of his wife in his phone. His profile say he's single.
Oh, no, hold up. His profile says
all
he's
his
single?
profiles, looking for women.
Okay, but look, why would she wouldn't go in there and ask nobody, like, where's Charles?
Why would I have to go in and ask him? I could visually see he's not in there. His car's not there. I've been out there for hours.
You could have took a picture like that. I still don't even believe that she went up there. Like, she would have went in there and at least asked
Trust and
somebody.
believe she went up there, and because you have a little grin on your face because you know you weren't where you were supposed to be.
No.
My only question is, where were you? You say you were at another store.
Yeah, I was at another store.
Okay. Now listen, this your husband. You know whether or not he's lying. I don't. I mean, you have not proven that he's cheating. You haven't caught him with any woman. I haven't seen any text messages. Do you have any evidence that he has been cheating? This is what I'm trying to get to, Mrs. Griffin.
Well, as far as, like, proof, like, I really don't have proof, but I know just, like, for our anniversary, like, we were supposed to go to Vegas. We have a timeshare, so we used to constantly travel. And this time, like, the babysitting situation didn't work out, and so I was unable to go. I had to stay at home, so he still went. Like, and the whole time he's there, he's not answering his phone because I guess he's playing.
No, honey, it's charging. It's in that new Mercury.
Yeah, or charging,
Okay.
yeah. So he was there in Vegas, and, like, he came back. He was with a family member, but when he came back, like, he was showing me a couple pictures in his phone, and I had overseen, like, all these other pictures. Like, he had pictures, like, over 10 pictures of different women that he was posing with in his phone. Like, that is so disrespectful. And then he tried to tell me that they were pageant girls.
They were pageants. They was doing the Miss United, the Universe, something
It
like
don't
that.
matter
They was doing
what,
a pageant.
but ask him, like, the last time, like, he has a picture of his wife in his phone, of us together. Like, he could take pictures with all these other girls, but he don't ever want to take no pictures of me.
You could take pictures too.
Or post them. Like, as far
Why
as,
you don't
like,
take
any kind of social media, like, there's never a picture of us.
Why is that?
His profile say he's single. Mine say we're married.
No, hold up.
Man, no.
His profile says
All
he's
his
single?
profiles, looking for women. But he said that wasn't an option. Like, when you push single or married, just because he put single, it said he's looking for women.
It tell you, like, what I supposed to put? Interested in men?
But no, you're supposed to
that you're
say
married.
married.
It's only on Facebook.
I don't care. You have single under your status?
It's just been like that. It ain't like I just created it in.
Sir, I can go into Facebook right this minute and change my status. The first time your wife pointed that out to you, why didn't you change your status? Because you trolling, that's why.
No, that ain't true. That's not.
There's no other reason for it to say single, not a daggone reason. There is no legitimate reason for a married man to have single on a social media profile, looking for men, looking for women, doesn't matter. If you say single, that's because you're out there trolling. When's the last time you all were intimate?
Well, besides, last night we were intimate.
The night before you come to divorce court, where you have all these complaints, y'all found your way back to hit it real quick.
Yes, ma'am.
If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content. This is your wife and the mother of your children. Why are you hiding her?
No, we were friends on Facebook, and the incident happened where she was messaging back and forth with another guy, and we had words about it, and I just said, like, it's just best that we just don't even be friends on here. That way I can't be concerned about what you got going on your social media.
And I can't see what he does on his. Who likes his pictures and everything's blocked.
She don't support my business.
So private.
Like,
I'm gonna tell you something right now. There is nothing that I do on social media and traditional media, in the public or in the private, that my husband can't see. Because that's my husband, period. Okay? Or as the kids say, period, okay?
I want him to make me feel like I'm appreciated, like he really is still in love with me, like he wants me to continue to be his wife forever. Like shower me, make it special, like as far as date nights.
You missed the emotional connection.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Griffin, why is there no emotional connection? What's going on with that?
This is the first I'm hearing of this,
Thank you.
Well, let's ask. Mrs. Griffin, when's the last time the two of you planned something romantic for each other and just kicked it? When's the last time? Do you remember?
I couldn't even tell you. It was just our anniversary. Just 2 weeks ago, it was our anniversary. We were supposed to go to Vegas. Everything was planned, and
she didn't go.
And at the last minute, I didn't go because the day before, like, he just said stuff to me that just made me feel like not appreciated. Like, why would you want your wife to go with you, but you're saying all these bad things about her? Like, I just want to be happy.
What did he say to you that made you not go on your anniversary trip?
That he was tired of being around me.
What was my exact words?
Me. Like, I am so sick of you.
I said, okay. I said I was sick of the way that she treated me.
So no, you didn't. You said I'm sick of you, because nobody's going to sit there and say, I'm sick of the way you're treating me. Come on now.
Yeah, we're not kids.
He knows,
and that's why I said, like, it's a repetitive thing, too. Like, when you're mad and you say something to somebody and it's a repetitive same thing that you say, like, obviously that's how you feel.
I'm going to ask you a personal question. Ms. Griffin, when's the last time you all were intimate?
You asking me?
No, I asked Mrs. Griffin.
It's been over a couple weeks ago.
That's a lie.
Well, besides, last night we were intimate because I guess we were finally alone. But besides last night, it just went from a
couple weeks to last night.
Well, he had no choice because it was just me and him there, you know. But usually, like, he's just like, every time I try to do something special or come into the bedroom and I'm, you know, want to spend special time with my husband, like, he has the kids in the bed and giggling, and I'm trying to tell him, like, this is our time.
But Ms. Griffin, hold on 1 second. Now, I just want to be real clear about this. The night before you come to divorce court, where you have all these complaints and y'all been arguing, y'all found your way back to hit it real quick. Y'all did that, right?
Yes, ma'am. Because he's the only man that I'm intimate with.
Like,
I've been with him 10 years, so, like...
Then why y'all wasting my time? For real. I mean, honestly, if y'all could find yourself together...
Because sex doesn't always make you happy. Sex,
no, but
listen,
let me tell you something. Y'all can have all the problems in the world. But you were still mad yesterday, weren't you? Because you came right in here and complained again today.
Yes, ma'am.
But why, when you all were finding your way with each other, didn't you have a way to talk through that? You could figure out how to communicate in that intimate moment. Why can't you communicate in other moments?
Because, Your Honor, like she don't like to listen. Like if it's either like her way or no way.
I don't get that sense from Mrs. Griffin.
No, I believe that we are both stubborn. We do, like, when we put something down, like, that's how we feel, and we've always been like that.
What are you looking to come out of today, Ms. Griffin?
End to something, either an end to the lying and the cheating or the accusations, or the end to this marriage. Like,
how can you tell me to stop accusing you when you always accusing me?
What do you want from me? Honestly, I really just need to know that. What do you want from me, Ms. Griffin? What are you looking for today?
I just want you to help me with really maybe looking into him and seeing if, like, he is a good person or...
No, honey, I'm smart as can be, but I am not clairvoyant. And I did not marry this man. You're the one that knows. You're the only one. You're the only one that knows, is this marriage worth saving? Only you know if this is the man that you want to be with. But understand, you're getting the whole man. You're getting the sneaky. You're getting the lying. You're getting the, my phone is charging in the car. You're getting the, I'm going to Vegas when I want to go to Vegas. You're getting all of that. That's a whole complete person. And marriage has ups and downs. Is this what you want? If it's what you want, it's what you have. Mr. Griffin, let me tell you what you're getting. You're going to get someone who can be insecure because you've made them feel that way. She feels beat down right now. She doesn't feel a part of a union. Her heart is broken. I don't know if it's because of something you did or you did not do, but this is who your wife is right now. And either you all are going to make a decision that you want to sit with someone who can help you learn to communicate with each other so that you two can repair this damage, or you're going to break up. You have 8 children involved in this situation. 8 children, 8 lives. I assume you have some boys and some girls, am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
This is what your children are seeing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
These are 8 lives. And if these are not the people that you want to raise, then these are not the people that you can be. Plain and simple. You all are married. This is not no girlfriend-boyfriend situation. If you want to be together, then you, Mr. Griffin, have to step up and be a husband, and you, Mrs. Griffin, have to demand the attention as his wife. Get up off the floor. Don't be a doormat. If you want something from your husband, tell him what you want. Are you, the two of you, willing to sit down with a marriage counselor and lay these things on the table and start with an honest place? Are you prepared to do that? Mr. Griffin?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you prepared, Mrs. Griffin?
Yes.
If you're prepared, the court's prepared to give you that, to provide you with a counselor to help you work through these problems, if in fact you're prepared to do it. If you're prepared to start from scratch, if you're prepared to stop throwing past in each other's face, if you're prepared to get up off the floor and stop being a doormat, don't let people walk all over you. If you're prepared to start to treat her like an equal and not a nag, if you're prepared to do that, I'm prepared to help you. Mr. Griffin?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mrs. Griffin?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Robert, you start, because I'm not sure where.
These are a couple that clearly lost their way and got comfortable doing that.
And in that comfort, they're beating up on each other. I think the defendant is just reacting to his wife allowing him to treat her that way.
Right, I mean, you know, it's like one of those things I always say is that any type of interaction for them was interaction, and it was good.
Right.
You know?
I hope they can find their way back to each other for 8 children.
Absolutely. I mean, those kids are looking up to them, and to see that toxic, you know, back and forth, tit for tat is not good.
That's not a relationship that I want to emulate.
No.
Made in Georgia.